just a tip. He's like, yeah, wait for me. Wait for me, I'm coming.
I want to jump in here.
Wait for me, bro. Guys.
هل تسمعني؟ هل تسمعني؟
Yeah, it turns. Honestly, bro, like you really actually need to write a comedy show. Like, this talent is
Saying I'm
wasted.
funny?
Honestly, you are funny.
كفو والله.
No, see, let someone else write the whole script and then just give it to Turks.
Dialogue.
That's it.
تسمعني.
That's actually a profession in
طب
Harvard.
وظفوني
Yes.
طيب
It's called a script doctor.
Script doctor?
It's called a script doctor.
I thought it was like a polisher.
No, it's called
Polishes
a script
up
doctor,
turds.
and what they do to the script, it's called punch up.
But that's
Punch
not what
up the
doctors
script.
do.
Yes.
Doctors don't punch.
like the doctors punched down.
Take it, Fatty.
Uneducated motherfucker.
Turks has those great one-liners that come out of nowhere.
That is
bro.
typical.
That's what they call
that is
the one
typical
line.
punch up.
Inspiration.
They call me one-time Turks.
Because 2 times is too much.
No, you can't.
No, but so let's go back to
He needs
more
enhancing.
relevant and important things.
What?
مظهرك.
I'm fine.
No, that's what we're talking about, bro.
I am presentable.
You are.
Do you know what me and Turks are thinking right now? I don't even need to do Turks. Look who's talking.
والله يعني أنا ما
Me and Turks are thinking right now.
Shuf, let's start with the fact that he's too shiny today.
Okay.
Not agreeable. I don't find that agreeable. Abdul.
I am a perfect acceptable out of 10.
acceptable out of 10.
So that's like an A.
A perfect acceptable out of 10.
number.
Okay,
Like 60% of the time it works
what A stands for,
100%.
You are acceptable.
Guess what the A stands for, Abdul?
It's pass fail, and I technically pass as okay to look at.
Yeah. It depends. Look, someone has to really love your
Like the
personality.
Like really, like
Really love
like
your
super love it, you know,
Or have a very, very specific fetish.
That'd be weird
or
as hell.
very very low self-esteem. You know, that's also
No. Self-esteem doesn't work with number one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, he
Low
has
self-
done. He
because
has-
it's a competition
that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
It's a competition.
It's a race to the bottom, yo, dude.
I'm like, she'd be like,
it's like a drain. You know, it's-
she'd be like, I hate myself, number one. I'm like, bet.
Not as much as I hate
you
myself.
see, again, that's something you could bond over at least. You know, self-loathing.
Like, how honest are y'all gonna be like with your wives?
Super fucking honest. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
you are full of
you
shit.
You?
You are a
You're
liar.
not honest with us. What are you talking about?
Chelsea,
Be
the
honest
second
with
you
yourself.
said that, 3 people here attacked you.
Sure,
Yes.
I'm not honest with y'all. True. Am I honest with myself?
No.
Also, no.
No.
Okay, but you know, my partner in life, you know, you should know shit. I'm
So
sorry.
hold on. Okay, so you mean to tell me you're not honest with us and you're not honest with yourself, but you're gonna be honest with a wife?
Hell yeah, bro.
All right,
you know,
okay, I see.
you know what that's called?
What's that?
Trauma dumping.
Oh, wow.
Cut love, huh?
Shams learned a new word today.
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah. Shamsi was like, oh, so that's what it's called.
No, but yani, you have to share in order to understand. No, you have to communicate. You
Really?
have to yani, be
That's
on the
what you
same
think?
page. You have
I don't
to
know.
So,
like you
No,
know.
no, no.
so
See,
let me set the stage.
Wait. Hold on. Being on the same page, agreed. Understanding each other, agreed. Saying everything that's on your mind,
Not saying everything on my
hey,
mind.
that's what I'm
okay?
saying. Yeah, like, how honest are you gonna be?
Bro, there's a lot of inside thoughts. You know,
Still, like, how honest are you gonna be? Like, because it's the same thing with your spouse. She's gonna do the same thing. She's gonna be honest up to a specific limit because she knows after that honesty, you're not gonna be good.
okay. That, but yani, come on, Hina. I feel like it's something that grows over the span of the marriage as well. Like you're not gonna. Like,
Honesty grows.
Yeah, right.
No.
The more comfortable I am with you, you know, the more
Have
I
you seen Married with Children?
settle into
Great show, by the
you
way.
know
Exactly. Accurate show.
the relationship. No,
So let me set the stage.
You start full honesty. Yeah,
Okay.
And then you go,
And then you got-
and then you gradually
put
go
it back.
down.
And
Put
then
it back.
no,
Put it
بس
back.
ما في honesty plus.
No, it's not subscription.
no.
Right?
No.
It's not subscription.
مو streaming.
If you start with dishonesty, you're gonna have to build on that line.
Yeah.
No, that's a shaky foundation. That's not a foundation you can build on. No,
Yeah,
It's the only
that's wrong.
foundation you know.
So
we're setting up.
Let
you.
me set up the stage. You are Shamsi,
Have
and
stages.
you are Shamsi, and you are in the engagement period, and you're getting to know wifey. So you call her and say, "Hey, potential wifey, I think about death a lot. I think about
Why do you find ways to bring down the mood?
Yo, you are
What's
dark.
wrong with you?
You are so dark.
So this is trauma dumping that the man is doing.
Yeah, but he's
No,
not talking
this
about
is what
death.
you are doing right now.
Right now.
He's talking about,
Literally.
it's talking about life struggles and work and shit. He's
Yeah,
not talking
bro.
about, I feel like dying. But besides that, are you all right?
He never was.
You good?
Look at how shiny he is.
Here's the thing.
Is that a sign of a healthy
Here's the
man?
thing. Every now and then I get a "Are you okay?" on my story. I'm like, "Oh, I won.
Okay.
I won.
Because
Yeah,
I got the sympathy.
I got the sympathy."
Okay, first off, we all see each other once a week. Do we need to see you more often? Is there something going on?
No, I don't.
Do you
I,
need
Two
help?
sessions a week. Two sessions.
I
a week.
don't. I don't need a wellness check just yet.
لا المشكلة هذا يوم دخل يعني جيت تسلم عليه. He's like, I see you every week. ليش تسلم عليك? I'm like, what the fuck, bro? ترى like
He actually said
he
that.
actually said that.
He actually
I'm like,
said
bro, we're
You know
supposed
what?
to be.
Respect.
Okay. انت لاحظ ترى شفت السؤال اللي سألك اياه هذا السؤال اللي دخل علينا فيه عرفت؟
كمان
It was a 6-figure question,
Yo,
you know.
no,
That
no.
wasn't. No.
I'm trying to do the Kramer where I enter with weirdness.
Don't. You,
Okay, weirdness.
Yeah.
Continue your death.
Okay, I'll
Discussion.
I'll make it something more specific to Shamsi.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello, wifey. I am Shamsi.
Yes.
that's how
That's how he
he
wakes
has to
up?
introduce himself every time. He's going for so long. Diamond.
Good
just so
morning,
you
wife.
remember,
It's me, Shamsi.
I am once again.
We haven't seen each other
Yes.
in a while. I'm Shamsi.
Hello, for future wifey. I am Shamsi.
Oh my
So,
god.
trauma dumping at Shamsi, like, hey, wifey, I struggle with a lack of self fulfillment. So is that how you would? This is something
No,
you'd bring up during
That's not what I struggle with, but thank you.
whatever.
So in
Other
your, in your
struggles.
head, this is what married people talk
what
about.
you're
huh?
struggling, whatever you're struggling with that week, yeah, Shamsi.
Okay.
Would you bring that up in the getting to know each other phase?
I mean, at some point, yeah, I would.
Really?
At some point, that's what I'm saying.
That's gonna walk in full Bill Burr, just
هو
ranting على طول.
زي الدرج هو عارف. You go up, okay, and as you go up, you get to see different views, and part of those views is the deeper layers of yourself.
So your ideal is that eventually, wifey, like Tabajraha, would know.
God
like-
bless herself.
Yeah, she would know everything there is to know about Shamsi.
Everything is a lot. I want to say everything, but the things that have shaped and
Give me a decimal point.
and become a decimal point. Interesting.
You know for a fact that you're not gonna be. Look,
more than- it's more than
no
50.
one
It's
meets
more than
up and like
50.
very honest from day
Yeah,
one.
no, it's not from day one, but how much do you really open up to somebody else who's supposed to share your life with you? Like how much? What's that level? That's actually
I can tell you. I can tell you what's the level.
100.
No,
No.
No,
no. Usually, damn, I need to use my words very carefully.
Usually.
This is just how I think.
Tread-
This is not how I feel. I don't know what to say.
Neither is right. That's the issue.
That's the problem.
Tread lightly, my boy. Tread lightly.
Well, look at it this way, right? You're not going to share all your traumas with people,
Yeah.
right?
Because some of those you need to keep to yourself.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Stuff 'em down. Stuff 'em down.
You're a man.
Exactly. What trauma?
No, what I'm saying is you're going to share the things that's going to affect the both of you.
Exactly what I'm thinking.
That's what you're trying to say.
Exactly. That's part of the life that you're going to have to share. So you're going to have to, if you act a certain way and the question comes your way, yes, I will tell you why I act a certain way. Because I ended up going through a certain situation at some time, and that's what this taught me. So that is part of the sharing that happens. Not all of your, I want to death thoughts. Don't share those. Keep those to yourself, honestly. 80%, maybe 80.
I'd say that's a lot.
Yeah, 70. 70. Yeah, that's the range I'm around. 70,
No,
80.
hold on. If that's a lot, what's going on with
hey,
your
hey,
life, bro?
hey.
What's going on?
80%
I'm
is a
sharing
lot.
my life with you, you know?
Some thoughts need to stay inside.
That's not some
Yeah, with
moment.
you, I agree. Yeah, just keep them. Yeah.
If 80 is like, you need to reverse your percentage. Then at the end of the day, Yani, I'm sharing family, I'm sharing my work life with you. There's interests that go on. There's goals that you want to build on. There's a lot that you're sharing.
My thing would be I would share my. It's an overused word, but I would share my triggers. Things that make me somewhat irrational or emotional. I would say, hey, caveat.
Caveat.
This is the no-no list.
Yes.
This is the no-no list. Like, I am aware.
Future Mrs. Number One.
I know it's a thick document. Just keep reading.
Yes. It's called caveats.
I am aware that I'm giving you future ammunition, but please don't use it. Please don't use it.
This is how you can hurt me. Please don't. But yeah, again, that's normal. I think fair. But again, when do you share that? How soon?
I don't think.
Second kid.
Okay. Wow.
Guaranteed chain leaving. Guaranteed chain leaving.
Since we dropped the second
Yes.
anchor. Let's go.
The term is it's just what's the term? Sunk cost fallacy.
Okay. Wow. So deception. Nice.
I don't think it's about how much you want to share. It's about, I think, how often do you want to share. If you are
Profound.
if you're trauma dumping يا شامسي every single day, you can be single real quick.
إيه لا زي قاعد.
But exactly,
مو
right?
كذا. بس once a blue moon.
Well, exactly.
إيه
Once every
عادي.
month.
Bro,
كده.
I am a man. I have emotions. I will be vulnerable.
Questionable.
Okay, so يعني let me be vulnerable. عادل.
موجه كلام.
Yeah.
No. Right? I don't know why he mentioned
Yeah, I'm
me.
just saying.
I ain't marrying you.
Don't
son.
shame me, homie. Don't shame me into
Oh, I'm gonna shame.
dumping my trauma. Yeah, but yeah, again, it's not something that you bring up on a daily basis.
A lot of people get lost in the whole, like, because when you say trauma jumping up, like a friend of
Trauma
mine,
jumping,
yes,
nice. Yeah.
a friend of mine had that with one of his like few first wives.
Okay, few first wives. Nice. Okay, I love the first part of the collection.
Yeah, like, you know, he talked too much, and then he just found himself that every time they talk, he's always being negative without even noticing that he's being negative.
Okay.
And then every time he opens his mouth, she's like, oh, because something negative is coming out.
هذا اسمه متذمر. About dude, that's
I don't
not.
know, that's called the Shamsi vibe.
Yeah, that's not attractive. صراحة behavior.
Hey, welcome, Pastor Kabsa. It's your boy Adi. What's happening? What's popping? Episode 250. I got the homie Turks right behind me.
Hello.
I got Shams right next to me.
Yo.
Get number one in the building.
Love
Shout
me.
out to our tens of viewers. Thank you for being here. We appreciate 250 episodes strong, and we keep going. We just remembered it was 250. Like, none of us really had
the
an
word
idea.
strong is a
Yay.
bit
Yes, and see, I picked up because last episode he actually gave me shit for forgetting this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I just remembered it like 20 minutes in or some shit.
Nice.
So, yeah, trauma jumping.
Bro,
This is where we're at.
Yeah. Pass the caps on all socials.
So,
Like, follow.
anyway, how y'all been?
Great.
After all this negativity that we lived in,
Amazing.
everything is vibes.
Everything's vibes.
What do I want to talk about?
More energy.
what do we have?
It's not about what do we have. I saw something. Y'all know that Emirat has this amazing doctors app.
What?
Go on.
Thank you.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
You
Tell me
know,
more.
Go on, sir.
So, if you are a doctor who works in a hospital,
That's where they usually are.
usually,
Usually. Yeah.
okay, but because we have other doctors that listen to this, they think they're special. They're not.
I prefer free range doctors myself.
Okay. He's out of the field.
Exactly.
He's healing nature.
So you get called in for some sort of emergency. You need to make it to the hospital, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And knowing the traffic that happens in Dubai all the time, and especially like Riyadh, the same thing, it's gonna be very difficult for you to get to the hospital on time. So they made this app. If you work in the medical field and you need it at the hospital, you turn on this app, you put your credentials, you put your information,
Okay.
and they give you like a pass. And you can drive on the yellow line on the highway all the way to the hospital without having
Nice.
you need to stop at lights or anything, as
Nice.
long as you're doing it safely.
Okay.
Hey, dangerous, but say, okay, nice.
Yeah,
So it's like going in the Batman lane.
exactly. The Batman lane. Emergency lane, Shaq.
Yeah, but
That's
you
what's
cut
called an
traffic
emergency lane. I think so, but I think depending on the traffic light.
do they give them a one none?
No,
No,
that's why it's called an app.
They're not cops in the 70s. No.
Because everything's CCTV, right?
Okay.
So every time Sahad or whatever camera picks you up, it's already said you already have
خلاص, you're already plugged in.
you have a pass to go in.
Hey, let him go.
Yeah, let him
I'll
go.
say.
He's trying to save someone's life.
Hey,
Nice.
that's actually really cool.
It was really
Like
good.
integration of real life.
I don't know if we have it here in Torquel or anything. I remember during COVID we had those things, but I don't know did it
the
go on?
passes, basically.
Yeah, of
you mean?
course.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
but see, the whole yellow lane is not something we have.
That's something I remember something like it. I don't know if it already came to life or not, but I saw that one the other day and I was really impressed. That was really good.
I know it's an interesting idea, honestly, and it speaks to Emirates' involvement with the whole digital government thing. Like they've been one of the people that do it just as much as we do, honestly.
Yeah, then there's the benefit of having relatively
First
small-
responders.
Yeah,
being
first
able-
responders. The size of the area itself is helping with your experimentation. The infrastructure is new and adaptable, so honestly, good on them, because if they did all that and they weren't trying new stuff out, you'd be like, hey, Emirates, step up your game, yeah.
No, they've been stepping up the game for a long time, and it's not something new. I feel like the whole idea of digital government. I remember like a couple of years ago in the Emirates was quite advanced. Yeah, this was before Saudi made its jump forward. They are on that list of innovators, let's say.
Yeah, especially in the region. They've been doing it a long time ago. Remember commercial registration, everything.
Yeah, there's a bunch of big tech companies, برضو, based in Emirat. And Ghami started in Emirat, didn't it? I think.
I do not
Yeah,
know.
I'm just saying, like, there's as a tech base in the region, it is quite advanced.
Well, speaking of technology, y'all are boring.
صح.
What's the name? I wrote here Urban Watch, right? I watched Tahakkum. You know Tahakkum, a company?
Explain. Explain.
Yes.
So Tahakkum was at Leap, right? And they showed this new camera that you can just put on Siyarat al-Baladiyya, whatever it is, right? And you can just drive through a neighborhood, and the software will understand if this sign on this building for this store is it illegal or legal.
Oh, really?
Yes, if this trash can in this area is it the right place for it, or was it moved somewhere else?
Interesting.
And as it goes, it just picks up data. And they had a full video being played that you can see, like, just green boxes, red boxes,
so
green boxes, red
it's
boxes.
a full rule book basically implemented in a camera.
Exactly.
Wait,
Interesting.
How would the sign work? I'm curious.
What do you mean?
There's different sizes, there's dimensions, there's specs. for it.
Regulations.
Yeah.
Like again, I am stupid, so I will use the example.
So basically, it's not about the signs. It's about the regulation for that building, for that area. What's the code? Because, every area has a different building code.
Yeah, so let's say I'm in a random neighborhood X and I did the drive-through. Okay, I see, let's say, can it tell me, okay, if the paint on this house is regulation or not? Can it tell me the مثلا بقالة, the sign on the baqala is not acceptable or whatever?
Well, yes, that's the idea of it. If, let's say, the sign is all black, it's not lit properly, or it has something broken into it, it'll pick it up quickly.
The idea is not that. The idea is that you're, again, digitizing government services. You're also kind of taking away
We talked about
somebody's
it,
job.
I think, last year. They showed out, I think, a drone last year.
Yeah, that was
That was
crazy.
really smart, right? And you have this drone that's going around, but then at the same time, how many drones are you going to build? How many people do you need to hire to control those drones? Like that's a whole conversation.
It's a whole new
I
skill
haven't
set.
been to Leap, but what I've heard is most of it is either drones or AI.
Of course, AI is driving everything. And first off, the reason you didn't go to Leap is because even the people going to Leap didn't make it to Leap.
مستحيل الtraffic.
Okay, yeah, the traffic was
is
ridiculous, man.
Yeah, it was Mad Max over there.
Yeah, it speaks to it being the biggest technology conference in the region, also, again, right? And thank God it was outside the city. Imagine if it was inside the city and you would have had to deal with that on your way back from work. That would have been.
Oh, please.
No, you got
Anything
buses
that happens
going, yeah.
here, it's always going to be traffic.
Yeah.
no
My,
matter
my
what
brother left there. They closed at 7. صح? He left at 7. He got home at 11.
Yes, that's it.
It's ridiculous.
People were going, they stayed for like 5 hours to get there.
Yeah.
All the videos, like, people just parked for a long, long time. It's amazing, because
There's
that's.
the interest
Yeah, because they know it's going to be announcements like hell, man.
and the
Amen.
demand.
Amen.
Were there any other cool announcements other than the camera that you saw?
No, there's a lot of announcements. Number one sent me
A list of the significant wins.
Correct.
He says that.
Mm.
All right, Leap 24. Oh, there's a lot of things here.
Lots of investments
13.4 billion in investments.
with a B.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's on the 3 days of the conference.
Yeah.
During the
IBM,
conference.
$250 million. ServiceNow, $500 million. DataVolt, $5 billion. Amazon, 5.
Data Vault 5 billion.
Yeah.
That's one company.
Yes.
Yo.
Amazon, 5.3 billion.
Yo.
Amazon was the highest.
Okay.
A lot of announcements. I think Amazon was for cloud computing
I believe so, yes.
and infrastructure. Come on.
So basically setting up the digital infrastructure of the region here,
It's,
in a sense.
how can I say this? people want to come to Saudi.
I mean, Saudi's offering a lot.
People want to
basically.
come. Like it's
And even in terms of our technology, technological infrastructure, we are building something that is at this point very competitive and very cutting edge compared to the rest of the world.
let's be completely blunt. If you want to do business in the Middle East, if you're not using KSA as your benchmark, as your main target, what are you even doing?
Even people pulling up, even the graph CES. You don't know CES. CES, they do it every single year.
A
Computer,
consumer electronics
yeah.
show.
Exactly. So it's about all the latest tech and everything and so on. It's one of the biggest in the world.
In the Vegas, that's the one.
Everything is done. Every summit is in Vegas. They have on average 182,000 visitors. Leap had 215.
Yo,
Wow.
it's crazy.
200,
fun عليه.
yeah,
Pretty good.
215, and people waiting for 5 hours that couldn't make it in.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine the people that made a U-turn that couldn't make it in. No, it's a huge, big event, and every single year they get bigger and bigger. They do greater things and greater announcements.
And the fact that you have these numbers speaks to, again, our appetite for that cutting edge technology, for those innovations.
Yeah, this with the regional headquarters being rolled out, like it's going to be a very interesting few years going forward.
Amen.
And again, Yani, I'm not surprised to hear that drone and AI. And what else can you think of in terms of technology realms that are as relevant nowadays?
Hold on. How many hotels do we have in Riyadh?
A lot. Yeah, بصراحة.
99% of hotels
Have
were
been
booked.
Yes.
Oof, 99.
Yeah, during Leap.
It's crazy.
Fully booked.
Fully booked.
Like
And
1%.
emergency. عرفت? Again, that goes to show you people are coming basically from all around the region, from all around the world for this. It's not a small thing. It's coming to that level of being that big global event on the tech calendar.
Also, we need to
Yeah,
explain
well,
something
is
to,
it
to
the
a lot of
fourth year or
people.
third year now?
I think it's third year, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. What people don't understand, they hear these numbers. They hear about these contracts. Now, what people also need to understand that it's not tomorrow all these investments are coming in. This is a long-term investment.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah, this is like some of them might be a 10-year deal. Some of them might be a 5-year deal. Some of them might be a 20-year deal. So you don't know how big is this investment going to be until like years down the
And
line.
we're talking about hardware, we're talking about software, we're talking about training people, we're talking about
Everything's about AI right now. They did that Saudi robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Which
not going
one?
to talk about
Yeah,
that.
we're not going to talk about that.
No, obviously no.
Very OG, to be honest, right? But they cleaned him up next day, bro. He was different. Format the hell out of him.
change that programming. أعطوا درس في علوم المنزلة.
You don't know.
I have a clue.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We are aware.
Yes. If you know, you know, ladies and gentlemen. We're not
And
going to get in trouble this time.
the look was just...
Yeah, I know. She was like, yo.
Hey.
And he was like, hey.
Oh, chill, homie, chill.
Oh, my God. But anyway.
As I was saying, these investments, again, to break it down for people who don't know how investments work, investment isn't put money and get more money.
Alpha.
Yeah, I'm sorry, listeners to other podcasts that will not be mentioned. But basically, let's say these companies come, they will need to deal with local contractors. That's more money in the economy. They will need to buy real estate or rent real estate for their actual physical presence. That's more money in the economy. They will need to hire local services, local talent. They will need to spend money to train them. They will need to pay fees.
So that's an exponential growth basically in spending.
All of that money is going to the kingdom and going through different sectors to different people. It is not going to the product or the company itself and whoever they're dealing with directly. No, it has a ripple effect throughout the economy itself.
Which is something great, alhamdulillah.
And something we hope to see going on, honestly.
So what I'm saying is,
what
I'm saying is, Marriott Bonvoy, there's a market. تعالوا.
كملوا.
I need those points somehow.
Anyway, besides that, it was International Women's Day recently.
Happy International Women's Day.
Happy International Women's Day.
Sorry.
Why are you laughing,
Why are you
bro?
laughing?
What's funny about that?
The thing is, I know why he's laughing, but I'm still gonna ask why you're laughing. All right, good. I'm glad that you laughed.
it's incriminating, Ad.
It's incriminating. Tell us about your thoughts.
I
and
have
feelings.
thoughts and feelings about International Women's Day.
Tfaddal.
Actually, no, I don't have actually any thoughts and feelings about
No,
International Women's Day, but I have thoughts and feelings about all the posts that's been coming out.
Okay, do share.
I think Saudi did a great job in outlining the reasons why we should empower women.
Yes.
And I think they did a great job of pushing women empowerment to the forefront and making sure that everybody gets a grasp that they're all in this together, right?
Yes.
I believe in all of that. Same time,
But
thank you. I still do believe that we still have a lot of old school people that are in a lot of positions, and I don't think those people are pushing that actually forward. I mean, okay, you'll come out with statistics and say, 30% of women in Saudi are working, right? Amazing. Incredible.
What positions, Ad?
Thank you. That's my question. What do you when you say empowerment? Is it just an entry level job? I'm talking to the businesses here. Okay? I'm talking about the decision has been made. Everybody is equal. We empower everybody, right? How is that being reflected?
Well, I think part of the challenge or the difficulty in that equality, or say getting to that point where it's applied equally, is culture. Because it's one thing to change the regulations, it's another thing to change mindsets in places where they're not used to change, or they're not willing to accept this change. So that's.
Are we really gonna blame culture for this?
No, I'm saying work culture, not general,
Even work culture. Is this what we're really gonna blame it on?
There is one thing that I can point to directly, that if we can fix or address in a aggressive enough way, we can really take women empowerment to the next level. There's a phenomenon I've noticed in my career that you have a female coworker. She's, let's say, in the transitioning phase to management or what have you. But what happens? She has a child, and the first 2 years that you have that child, it's going to be very difficult to juggle both your responsibility as a parent
and your work life. What I've seen a lot is that it's happened multiple times that former female colleagues just exit the workforce because, hey, I already have a partner who's more than happy picking up the slack, and I need to spend time with my child. The work and the structure, the environment that I'm working in doesn't make it easy for me to have that balance. What I think about here is that how difficult would it be if you just, I don't know, provide daycare services whenever. Let's say you are in a multi-level office building, whatever. Is it difficult, Adil, if you're the contractor or the property owner or whatever, just to have a floor or a space that is just purely for daycare? Yeah, that's called company culture that they keep lying to everybody else.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Aramco does that. Aramco has a daycare.
Exactly.
Aramco has everything available for its employees. And also, when you do get when you give birth, Aramco will give you such an amazing deal for you to work and to also take time off to deal with your children.
Exactly.
Even leave work early.
So because they understand that in order for me to retain these women in these positions and in order for me to retain my employees, I need to make it okay for you to say, hey, I'm going to need to take 3 or 4 or 5 months off to go and take care of my newborn child. And you're going to come back and you know that your position is still going to be there. So that culture, because Aramco is such a leader and a trendsetter basically overall in how work should be done in Saudi.
But no one is following it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Do you know why?
That's the problem.
What I noticed recently, especially in the private sector.
And you guys literally illustrated it so beautifully, honestly.
Currently in the private sector, everyone is going with that American mentality of go hard or go home.
Yes.
Hustle hard, yeah.
You know?
يعطيك العافية وحش.
Exactly. Everyone's like killer instinct. You know, everyone forgot about religion. Everyone forgot about culture. Everyone forgot
work-life
about
balance.
Everyone forgot about respect because, it's okay for me to shit on you because I'm trying to get to the goal. And when when you don't understand a culture and you want to add it to your culture because you saw it on a fucking show or a movie,
grind set, yeah.
is it really a grind set when you're
Grinding you to
shitting on
dust,
everybody else?
Grinding you to dust.
And
yeah.
exactly, who's winning here? Who's really winning? It's it because
big boss.
because true, but also it's a selfish mindset that you're putting yourself first, and you're not really caring about the health of your colleagues, or the health of your employees, or just
with all due respect, it is sustainable for a very small period in time.
and it shouldn't be the norm.
If you're in your early to late 20s, you don't have a family of your own, you can go hard. But the moment you have kid on the way or here, your priorities...
responsibilities. Just say responsibilities بشكل عام.
From the second pregnancy,
Yeah.
it's a game changer for everybody. But the same of pregnancy, leave pregnancies aside. Just the idea of you promoting and enabling is something that's still fresh and new to a lot of people. They still don't look at it that way.
Yeah.
What
Promoting
do you
enabling?
mean? Explain that a little bit more.
What do you want me to explain exactly?
But,
I don't know which part.
Enabling,
It's the same thing for you. Don't you want someone to work to enable you to get better?
definitely. But you mean in terms of that, looking at that structure and say, hey, who can I put in this position in order for him to kind
Promoting
of grow
enabling
into
بشكل
it?
عام. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The problem is, for a long, long time, we've never done any of that, even for Saudi employees.
Yes.
We never looked at enabling. We never looked at succession
What is
plans.
a succession plan?
Exactly.
إيش هذا succession
It's a
plan?
mythical thing. I keep
Yeah,
hearing
like
about.
none of that. Everybody wants you to come work in their company, but they want zero to provide, right?
Institutional knowledge, what is that?
And then when you do go work in these companies, and these companies grow to a certain place where they should start providing back, everyone looks at numbers. Now, I understand if your company is on the brink, so you need to make cuts, and this is how your company functions, you're not going to be able to do a lot of things. I totally understand that. But we still also have a lot of institutions that are great with the great funding.
Healthy and thriving.
Yeah, but they look at it in a different way. Everyone says company culture, company. I mean, we talked about, I think I was talking to, right before we started the podcast. I was saying, everyone says in every company, we're a family until labor laws get involved, right? We're no longer a family anymore.
But, But Adil, I can give you shares of the company, or I can give you Pizza Friday. What do you want?
And ice cream.
How many companies here actually give you a percentage and a share of a company?
I know of a couple.
Very few.
How many?
That's
Very
the
few.
answer.
That's why I said a couple.
Minuscule.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Almost unheard of.
Yeah, literally almost unheard of. Like the only companies I think that might actually do that are startups that are very young and trying to really set their foot down very strongly.
I don't believe that everyone talks about their company culture.
It's not existent, bro.
Exactly.
It's not really the only
And
companies.
all of them, you can test them so simply by just looking at its employees.
Sure, from my very humble experience, admittedly, the only companies that really do have a definable culture are the multinationals that have offices all over the world, and in a sense, there is a sense of, in at least company style, if not culture, But when it comes to overall the locals, Aramco may be accepted. I'm guessing Sabic might also be accepted. I haven't heard of any company that really has a definable, strong culture.
The way I'm thinking about it.
Succession plans and multi no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
the
no,
way,
no, no.
The way
Going up the corporate ladder.
No, man,
you want me to care?
Snakes and ladders. Snakes and ladders.
Yeah, the way I think about it, like you are building an office building. You can have 2 food courts, or you can have 1 food court and a daycare. What is it? Which do you choose?
I look at the whole thing. I look at the whole thing from A to Z. I don't look at, I know we started this talking about these companies and women empowerment, but I think it goes in every single,
Employee empowerment.
I think.
Thank you.
Employee empowerment.
Just don't look at all employees as equal to a certain extent, but also remember that most of these women that you have around you are going to be mothers. Most of these women around you, they have careers.
Don't make them choose.
I don't know. Look, the reason it pissed me off, because I saw a couple of companies that I know are trash, okay? And they started posting up their employees and, us supporting an International Women's Day. And I'm looking at their employees, I'm like...
Everybody does that. Everybody does that, though. It's a trend.
So why?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a trend that jumps at you, that people jump on.
Okay, exactly. It's a trend. Why bullshit? Your employees are not happy.
Because Adil,
We're a family.
we're
Ad.
family.
You're family.
Exactly. Because we love our
Sounds like
women.
the fashion commission here, but it's all good.
Yeah. No, but so again, the idea
cut.
is here. Actually, do something to support rather than just say it. You know, do something for your employees, all of them.
I'll tell you a very easy way, a life hack, if you will, to make your employees happy. Pay them better.
You know what I truly
Magical
believe?
thinking.
I'll tell you what I truly believe. I believe that all these things that we're saying today, it's not really going to move a needle right now because we have a lot of old heads around us.
It's
But
a
I
generational
do
thing.
believe
That's what I said.
that keep shedding light on it and talking about it and keep reminding people of it is going to help our generation when we get to those positions that these old heads will get out of. We're going to have that in our head at the same time we're all going to be married and having kids. So we're going to feel like, yo, for most of these old heads, their wives never had a job. They would not even test a job. They didn't even have a chance, most of them, to actually get a job. You know, that wasn't something they could
It wasn't
do.
part of the culture.
Exactly. So I don't think they see it in the same way that we see it growing up.
Exactly.
So I think hopefully within the next 10 years, when our generation is in that place, hopefully they'll remember that.
And honestly, I think the change has started, like as slow as it might be. In inertia, you know, it takes a lot of energy to push something that has a lot of inertia. And I think that's maybe been our problem. The fact that it's something that's very new and it hasn't changed in such a long time. But I do feel like that wheel is being pushed. And you see it in just that the simple, you know, the fact that you have a Saudi female and male astronaut at the same time. You see it in those things that are aspirational and are big. And the fact that we have, you know, female ambassadors and deputy ministers and you know.
See, for me, those are all cool. Okay? Because that's all by the government.
That's setting the bar.
Yeah, that's the government. It moves in that way because it has a message. So it knows it's going to stick to its beliefs. I'm talking about Sharikat Abu Kalb wa Akhwana.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that, the guy
Great
in the
company
corner.
profile, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many female accountants have you run into, Shamsi?
He doesn't go hang out in areas where women have careers.
I don't do numbers.
He hangs out with
know, I
the
do
vibes and A cups
colors.
So you're in the legal department.
and HR.
That's y'all saying this shit. I'm not saying this shit.
Oh, there's a type.
There's a time, Chelsea, and we know you.
I'm sure you know better. Number one.
Oh, blue hair. Anyway, so you're just.
تسمع
I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing with you.
What are we, mermaids?
I know, I'm just playing with you. It was purple hair.
No. تسمع مشروع ليلى.
That's my favorite color, Adil. You know this.
The type is تسمع مشروع ليلى.
Third time, the joke. Thank you very much.
He was trying. He was like
I
really trying to
have
put
a
it
low
out there.
volume voice. I want to be heard.
No.
Okay.
No. You have a social skew issue. Let's not get into that.
What would happen if the
Oh, my bad. So there's something I wanted to play for y'all.
Okay.
Okay, that was kind of loud, to be honest. So let me just take it down a bit.
Fading.
Okay. Subliminally, I'm doing. That's how it
It's
works.
over there, and I have to turn
That's how
it
subliminal
down.
works.
زحمة ومدري إيش. Anyway, I saw this the other day, and I want to share with y'all. Since we talked about darkness early on.
What would happen if the internet just stopped working? For many, losing access to the internet would change their daily life dramatically. At first, I'd probably just try turning my Wi-Fi router on and off, but when that doesn't work, it's safe to say we'd all start to panic. According to the BBC, the modern power grid relies on the internet to coordinate power plants and electricity stations. Without it, there would be power blackouts for most of the world. Gas pipelines would also shut down since they have a similar reliance on the internet. Petrol stations also use it to manage fuel tank levels and order new deliveries, and without fuel, supermarkets can't restock their shelves or deliver food. As a result, we potentially see riots as people fight for food to survive, kind of like a Walking Dead Last of Us situation going on here. Military presence would likely increase to help control unruly populations. After a year without the internet, the death toll from starvation, cold and unrest is estimated to be over 1 billion worldwide. Furthermore, the global economy would be similar to what it was in the 1930s, and I, along with many other people, would be out of a job. What would happen if the
Interesting.
Is this guy
That's
a Batman
dark,
villain?
bro. No, but that's actually a really interesting.
You don't know if he's telling you something to be scared of or giving you a blueprint.
Yeah,
You have no
yes.
idea.
Was that a threat?
The analogy he used is interesting. It kind of will be like a zombie apocalypse. Like you feel like, you know, the world is coming to an end. What's going on? I am disconnected from everything.
But you've seen zombie apocalypse movies. People do live. people do like survive?
Cannibalism.
First off,
happens.
No,
we're
well,
going to be the zombies. It's not going to be there's going to be zombies. No, we're going to be the zombies.
What
That's
are you
what I'm saying.
talking about? I'm surviving that shit.
I know you,
What
bro.
do
You're going to die
I've
from
seen your
hunger.
story. I've seen your story.
What are you talking about?
Let's keep in mind, Tara, we are talking about basically the collapse of all modern capitalistic endeavors,
No. It's the collapse
Yeah.
of human society.
which are built on capitalistic endeavors.
No,
listen, you
capitalism is a plus.
You can't do your job. That's the basic.
Society plus. Society plus.
Okay. يعني انت الحين without internet who can actually do their job? السباك والنجار, like the people like
Exactly. That's what I'm going to be.
But if you have a modern office job, okay, or if you rely on communication for anything at all,
Sorry, sir. اللي فرحان والسباك والنجار.
yeah.
Yeah, if when everything is down, no one's gonna have money to pay you anything.
Excuse
No,
me.
there's going to be bartering.
I'm
I'm going to go to the farmer. He's going to give me corn. I'm going to give him a table.
You don't have money to go get anything. You'll be selling your house.
Excuse
No, I'm going to scavenge. Dude,
Bro,
I would love for capitalism to just go. خلاص. I might be the Batman villain. I don't know.
keep in mind, if without internet, you can't even get money out of the ATM.
You can't do nothing.
Yeah, I don't want.
How are
money.
you paying
How
for
are you?
things?
How are you gonna take things
I
from
will
people?
make things from
I will
trees.
make things from
I will give you 3 things. You give me food.
Okay.
وشوف-
I want to see you go and say, "I'm taking these to plant trees." No, you're not.
Okay, see,
Because we're doing it.
guys, so this is where the kuch comes into handy
Yeah,
for discerning.
Yeah,
the
How
شيخ،
we're gonna build
ما-
the كوخ.
ما انت واصل الكوخ حقك ولا بدك تعبي بنزين.
Once upon a time, there was a story of a kuch. Okay, it was where I was supposed to go when society collapsed. Seems like a good time for that kuch right now.
Oh, okay,
Okay. And do what?
Kaczynski,
No, hold on. That's a sauce.
the Unabomber. but, yeah, that's-
Anyway,
Fish and journal. You know,
Champs, you don't know how to fish.
perhaps they draw
You don't know how to journal.
paintings of a
And
landscape.
you
don't know how to
can't
paint.
look up how to fish. You got to keep
What do
that
you
in
mean I
mind.
can't look up. It's a stick. You put it on the water.
You're not interested
Yo,
enough to
I
journal.
would love to watch Shamsi fish. It's a stick you put in the
Hey,
water.
like you spear the fish.
Every time I watch Love Is Blind, I remember you.
زي طرزان. You know,
And I wish for the same thing that he wishes. I wish that you went to Love Is Blind.
Okay.
I really wish.
I mean, honestly, they missed out.
No, you missed out. You're a
You
loser.
missed out.
Yeah.
We almost gave
We
you a new
missed out.
car.
How long do y'all think y'all would last in a world without it?
I have a guaranteed career as in the post-internet age.
أيوة.
I will be the
Town crier.
The meme scholar.
no,
the jester?
no,
The
no,
oracle.
close
Okay.
enough. I will be the hot salesman.
Why do you need to sell it? Who's gonna buy a hot?
They need to be reminded of death.
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy.
But you do realize
He's the guy screaming, "It's because of your sin."
So
That's gonna be him.
He's the first one they eat, by the way.
No.
No, that
No.
was
Bro,
when I
look
was fat and there's no meat on these bones.
Bro, look at
Yes,
that! Look at
exactly.
that fleshy head, man.
It's all bone.
Wow. So you think that head is all fat?
I'm just.
You are a dumb person.
just-
You'll be the first person to die here. Okay, not him. You.
That's mad. You know what I can provide to people?
Please don't.
No.
Please don't.
Okay.
There's nothing.
No.
The silence should tell you enough.
Yes.
Commentary.
Oh yeah, because it's gonna be valuable.
Yeah. I'm just
Yo,
saying.
will someone tell this guy to shut the fuck up? This is what's gonna happen.
You want entertainment? Let me tell you another story.
Chance, you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna tell you your death when the internet falls down.
دقيقة.
Some guy's gonna come to you and say, "Follow me if you want to live." You're gonna say, "Yo, I read this in a book once. Let me just follow this guy," and it's over. That's it.
Exactly.
You get inside a trunk and it's over for you.
شوف we can drive cars. At least we can do that. كمان نقدر نعبي بنزين.
Momentarily.
إيه أقول لك كمان نقدر نعبي
So we
بنزين.
can't drive cars.
لا بس إنه يصير مشوار مرة مهم. You have to think about مشوارك.
You would die because you are the mishwar person.
Yeah. So that's one
Look,
thing.
in case of emergency, I never said, "Let me call Shamsi." You know,
I mean-
I've never said that.
I mean-
Okay, so like, keep your ideas to
Alhamdulillah
yourself.
that you've never had any emergencies about doing.
No, I've had, but never once I said, "Yo, I
You've
need to call
had
Shamsi."
you've had emergencies because of Shamsi.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah.
I was like, the second
Extreme
the
فضاوة.
internet falls, I'm like, alhamdulillah.
خلاص. Nobody will be able will ever be able to reach me again. I am stuck in my house that has no doorbell and I'm disconnected.
I don't like going out in the first place.
Yeah, Shamsi, don't threaten me with a good time, please.
I mean, oh no, never again.
I think the fall of the internet is going to be the fall of mankind. It's going to be our judgment day.
But see, the question would be, why would the internet go away? What happened?
Okay,
Who
I don't think-
from
who hurt
why.
who hurt the
But I'll
internet?
tell you who hurt the internet. Okay, if you look at what's been the common thing with human society throughout ages,
They fight.
That's a
They find
broad
incredibly
question, yeah.
more efficient ways of killing themselves.
thank you.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to continue.
So more efficient ways of killing
That's
ourselves.
it. The second everything starts falling, people gonna start killing each other.
So we regress.
And we find great ways of creating things that can kill us.
Our society, what a facade.
Yes.
You know. No, بس يعني من جد, when you wipe the mask of civility away from people, you know, be pretty fucking savage.
We saw that during COVID.
But that's
that
very
no,
negative,
no,
guys.
you
That's very
didn't.
negative.
No, we did.
You saw a glimpse, yeah, dude.
Yeah, we saw a glimpse, but we
glimpse.
saw it.
But you saw other societies coming stronger together and battling.
No,
this out.
we saw people take
Not
down
battling each other, but you know.
No, we saw people take down cell phone towers because
5G.
Yeah, because they spread the baddie.
We saw governments steal medicine from other governments.
Literally.
Yes.
Steal.
Yes.
Rob.
But not all people are governments.
Give me other heist.
Most people work for the government.
All governments are people.
You know.
Oh, look, when it comes to survival, it's
What's the worst part about losing the internet?
Not watching Turkish Story.
No, really. What's
Thank
the
you.
worst part about losing the internet?
everything, bro. He just
أنت أكثر شيء أسوأ شيء أنت بالنسبة لك.
everything. I can't access anything. I can't go to the bank. I can't do
Entertainment.
nothing, bro.
I don't care about money. I want to be entertained.
عرفت إيش المشكلة؟
موظف جستر لازم. I
لا
have
يصير
to.
مصيبة توصل بيت الناس. Fuck كيف أوصل
Yeah.
بيت الناس؟
Kuroki.
The rise of the crooked. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, the rise of the
crooked.
Yes,
shall
yes. You
come back.
get a map that highlights like the traffic light you need to turn on and comes bala before you take a left.
Gentlemen, I'm good. I have my favorite media saved in my hard drive, locked away.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing with the electricity.
I have my memories.
See? This is where you know puny humans fail. This is where books come into play. This is where I win.
I know you're gonna be
You know,
full with books.
I'm gonna be having fun, homie.
Yeah, talking to who?
Exactly.
Yo, man, don't pass by that crazy house with that man reading books.
Man,
He's just shaking books in the air.
I have my cats. I shall be fine, but dude,
Psychopath.
good fun times.
Good fun times.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's been going on, Dying Boys?
خلاص.
Society won't
باقي
collapse.
شيء.
No, I'm sorry. No, it's gonna be a good reset for everyone. Just
لا بس how will
get back to reality.
COVID was supposed to be a reset. We saw
remember
how
what's
well that
important.
It was, you know, we considered the important things in life
Shamsi.
for 3 months.
happened. Life before COVID and after COVID is the same,
Yeah,
minus millions of people that died.
yeah, true. And masks. Plus
And
masks.
a lot of money was made with Nvidia stocks. God damn it.
No, at that time it wasn't Nvidia. At that time, the whole stock market was weird. And Bitcoin, oh my God, bro. Bitcoin was...
What's happening with Bitcoin now?
Yes, it's going up. We got-
Don't ask me, Turks.
Think
I
up to
bought XRP
$70,000.
because I'm an idiot.
You've always been an idiot. I appreciate
Yeah.
you for that. I think you just got to $70,000 now.
Ooh, that's a new high.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait for the crash.
Progress once again.
Anyway, I guess nothing's been going on lately since y'all are losers and have nothing to do with your lives.
Hey,
And I appreciate y'all for that.
Thank you.
But besides sleep and everything else that's been happening, the weather's been changing and Ramadan is coming up. By the
بارك
time-
عليكم الشهر.
Hey, that's why by the time people hear this, we're going to be in Ramadan.
Inshallah.
So
Ramadan?
hopefully Monday and Tuesday, we're going to have Ramadan.
Change in our schedule, going back to, you know, Ramadan schedules.
Because you're so productive otherwise.
know,
you should
bro.
I
have-
mean,
I'm like,
honestly,
yo, bro, they're like, you wake up around the same time as always.
it's different though. You spend less time at the office, you spend more time with family, you know,
You're doing 6 hours in the office.
less time. Exactly.
It shows how much you care about your career. So
Yeah.
we were talking about Ramadan. Yes, I look forward to it. I'm so happy that the weather is so good.
It's been going out
Yes,
with
last year Ramadan was really, really amazing. It was cool every single night. It was raining on some days.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Remember? Great times.
Indeed.
It's the member podcast.
Were the nights longer last year?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, good.
Is this what we're talking about, guys?
Yes.
I'm trying to buy you guys time.
والله شياب.
I have a question that came up to my head
Yeah.
recently.
Oof.
You are a Ramadan man in the Ramadan time in the Ramadan office. Hello? Your coworker is making a big fuss about I will pray, I will read. So I will answer the email in 30 minutes. خلص الجزء هذا.
Bro, this story is so long.
So the question
It's
is,
a big head. The
the process of word searching that happens is
It's
ridiculous.
taking its time. The
The
thought takes time.
latency is crazy on this, bro.
So the question is, how much leeway do you give to your to your coworker during work when they're pushing work to the side for their spiritual fulfillment in Ramadan during office hours?
What's the STC package they haven't yet? Because we can work on that. If you get the STC business package for fiber optics,
Still on 3G.
They don't have fiber optics that long.
oh, yeah, that's true. The ocean, the ocean.
This is why we have Leap. You know,
Sorry, I just ignored your whole question. How much leeway do you give your employee based on what?
Based on prioritizing their spiritual fulfillment during working hours versus work.
I mean, you only got 6 hours of work in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
so
يعني-
So you have enough time in your day.
we're
And
aware,
Tarawih بعد العشاء, by the way. It's
No,
not قبل العشاء.
we're aware of that stereotypical meme of, let's say, the office employee who has a bunch of معاملات, what have you, on his desk, but he's just reading Quran وساحب على الشغل.
Yeah, do that on your own time, bro.
Isn't there a sweet spot, you think?
No, there's no C spot.
Yeah,
You're coming to work. You have
prioritize
enough
work.
Exactly. You have enough time in the day to go and do that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, one of the things that does happen with Ramadan, yes, the pace of work does slow down.
المسواك يطلع.
For some companies or some industries,
People try to make the beard work that isn't working.
for some companies and some industries, it slows down or slows up, depends on where you are. But at the end of the day, you do need to prioritize on your actual daily tasks.
Which none of y'all gonna do.
Yeah, no. Spiritual fulfillment. Yeah, we're doing here for that.
المشكلة none of you are even spiritually fulfilled. كلام فاضي. جنبه ماسك المسواك بس طلعون بعض.
It's the process.
What process? See, this is why I'm against it. Because
Last year's Miswak حاطه في الانتهاء. You know that, right?
And he has one right here in his pocket just in case.
Ramadan again.
كل يوم واحد جديد.
No, that's why. Like, I don't believe in that. I don't believe that y'all want to come to work and remember Quran.
Okay,
Okay, yeah, I didn't remember it for like 11 months.
I-
Month 12, y'all remember?
دوام.
I expect that answer, but my point to you is how do you enforce that?
Work, fool.
How so?
Work.
Like you
mean how?
have deadlines, you have expectations. Communicate them clearly.
I don't know. Like, I just get prickly at the idea of telling people to like, اسحب خلص شغل.
No, حبيبي, I love Rabbi too. And I make time for one-on-one مع Rabbi. Okay, this is the time when I need to talk to you to get things done. Okay?
Exactly.
This is the
now
time you are getting paid.
You are using religion to stop me from working.
Well,
يا أبو الشباب.
part of religion is doing your job right. It's doing,
أمانة.
Yeah,
عندك
exactly.
أمانة. نزل الله يهينك. Do it on your own time. روح صلي الظهر واقعد اقرا ربع ساعة.
أنت الآن محاسب على وقتك في العمل هذا, correct? فاعمل.
I know there's a lot of spiritual people listening to me and I say, Adil, how can you say that?
Exactly.
Kiss my ass.
No, again,
That's a spiritual answer.
Exactly.
it's not about it's not about balancing as much as it was prioritizing.
Do you know, dude, I did this. All right. I've been in so many jobs that I've seen guys do this all of Ramadan.
Exactly.
No work done. Bro, if you know that you have tasks, between tasks, you want to do 5-10 minutes of reading, that's all good with me. I have no problem with that.
Exactly.
Right? Your tasks are done. You finish your task, you got 3 hours of nothing. You want to go home? I have no problem with that either. But you stopping everybody's work because Allah, شهر ربي. طيب شهر ربي, I see you at night, every night out with your family in the malls.
Selfish.
ما هو شهر ربي also?
It's very selfish, because again, you don't.
When it comes to shopping, it's all good. But when it comes to work, no.
TV, that's something else.
Then you are part of that, mechanism. فبالتالي إذا في أشياء تعتمد عليك ترى مو بس كذا قاعد تمشي حالك في الحياة.
People need to know their accountability. Name of the game is accountability.
This is why I love the government now compared to before. Before Ramadan, you enter تخش أي مركز شرطة.
Exactly.
You want to make anything just pass.
مساويك سنة.
It's not gonna happen, bro. It's gonna be a 2-week thing. And oh my God, do you know what's gonna happen on week 4? Nothing, because they're on vacation.
Yeah, exactly.
Mid Ramadan onwards, it's just bad late.
Bad late. Yes, exactly. Bad late.
Anyways, shout out to our tens and listeners. Shout out to our tens and viewers. We
كل عام وانتم
appreciate
بخير
you.
مبكرا يا عيال.
رمضان مبارك.
Yes.
We hope you guys have an amazing month.
ينعاد عليكم.
صيام المقبول.
I hope that you guys understand that Ramadan starts after work.
And do your work while you're at work.
I personally have a game on the first day of Ramadan. Is how many car accidents do I see on the way back home?
بسم الله علينا بسم الله
Inshallah, everybody
علينا.
gets home safe. Come on, what are you talking about?
No, I'm not talking like big ones. I'm just like talking like fender benders and just people fighting.
Look, we all know the first week of Ramadan is
Akhlaq gafla.
yeah, the smokers, especially the smokers, they have a lot of attitude problems.
See, here's
Coffee addicts too. Well,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, coffee.
here-
Any addiction whatsoever is gonna kill you in the first week of Ramadan.
here's my thing. As a person with a significant caffeine addiction, it is not an excuse to be a dick. Because
It's never an excuse to be a dick.
Exactly. yeah, I don't care
Yeah,
about
for
your addiction,
whatever
bro.
your addiction is, never
Yeah,
don't be a dick.
exactly.
Don't be addicted to shit.
I've seen people use that as an excuse. And,
These people suck.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, these people
a
are
lot of people suck. Yeah,
shitty
Shabsi.
people.
You
Yes.
have to deal with them.
No, you have to
unfortunately.
call them out on their shit. That's what you have to do.
Okay.
Do you do that to your friends?
Yeah, no.
Well, when they're doing shitty things, when you're using shitty excuses to do shitty things, yes, I will call you
No,
out
you
on
don't.
that.
No, you don't.
No,
Yes, I
you
do.
do silent
you
treatment.
don't.
Shabsi.
Yes,
You know
you do
that.
silent treatment. You're silent treatment, man.
No, I'm.
You come to me, I heard that shit. Like,
Yeah.
what'd you do about it? Nah, man, I just
And-
saw that shit.
And there's this
Well, you
concept.
see, it's called "إيش راحت بالي" كده.
Yeah.
I love you, bro.
Well, just walk away, bro.
Just like, yeah, see, I'll do
Yeah,
front
yeah,
now. I just walk away.
Yeah, and there's this thing called picking
If
your
it's
battles.
affecting me, but I do it, I'm gonna fucking.
Yeah, and there's this thing called picking your battles. at
Me and
work,
Turk
yeah,
stand
Shamsi.
corrected on this one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call them out.
picking my battles.
You have some of the most assholish people that I've met in my life. You never said a single word to them.
I pick all the battles.
Pick all the battles.
Yeah.
None. What battle?
Bro, ما عليك, you know
what
me.
battle?
ما عليك, I go-
I know you.
I go- I go out swinging
Shout
if I
out
do
to
it.
Tezza.
Swinging
Never
if I
swung
do it.
once.
Yes.
Bro, you can't throw. How you gonna swing?
ما
Anyway,
عليك.
we out.
Windmills يبقى دول.
Get like windmills.
You know, حركات ستريت فايتر.
No, no.
You know? They spin it, they spin it, they spin it.
Yo, Allah. That is not that. Yo, man. We out. Peace. Let's get out of here, yo.